Hey group, how you guys doing? This is Coach Brian, and this is going to be my first video blog. The thing I want to talk about is something that we've been talking about on the boards lately, and that is nutrition. Almost up to 80% of the results that you will achieve is going to come from your nutrition. What you put into your body, what you use as fuel. On the boards, we've been discussing a lot about this topic and what everybody eats, how much they eat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what's in my fridge. Okay, my fridge and freezer. Now this is what I have developed is a system that works for me. You'll develop your own system that works for you. Okay guys, here I am at my fridge. Let's go take a look inside and see what we got. First thing I want to talk about is the staples. These are the items that are always in my fridge, that I always buy. Red seedless grapes, always in my fridge. One thing you'll always find in my fridge, and these are ripe, that's why they're in my fridge right now, is avocados. Okay, avocados are awesome fuel for you. They're high in protein. They have the fats that you need. It's the healthy fat. It's not that other kind of bad fat. And they taste awesome. Put them in a salad. Put them in rice. Let's go through breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I usually have 3 different things during the week for breakfast. First thing that I have is oatmeal. Okay, and it's the Quaker oatmeal. You get it in a real big container. And it's cheap, there's no sugar, no nothing, it's just plain oatmeal. And you might be saying, oh, plain oatmeal, ugh. But you know what? Put this in a bowl, water, 3 minutes in the microwave, it's done. And then what I'll do is I'll add some trail mix to it. Got some good stuff in here, all dried fruits and nuts and raisins and everything. Tastes really good. Another thing I do is I add some applesauce. Okay, this is organic applesauce. If you come over here and you look at the ingredients, all it says here in the ingredients, organic apples. That's it. That's all it says. Organic apples. Okay, so make sure you're reading the ingredients on everything that you buy. That there's no added salt, no added sugar, preservatives, nothing like that. A couple spoonfuls of this in your oatmeal. Oh, it's really good, and I don't even like applesauce, by itself, but put it in the oatmeal, and it's great, really good. So that's oatmeal. Then when I have my eggs for breakfast, right here, egg beaters, 100% egg whites. Okay, I don't use the whole. Once a week, I'll make an omelet with regular eggs to get that yolk in there, but you don't want to have that every week, that cholesterol. Put it in a pan, chop up a little green pepper, sprinkle that in there. Provolone cheese. Provolone cheese is the lowest cheese you can get naturally with low sodium. It's just natural like that. And bacon. Bacon's good. I don't cook the bacon, so I buy the real bacon bits, okay? Yeah, it's processed, I know, no, boo-hoo. But it's 25 calories for a tablespoon. 25 calories, okay? Third thing I do for breakfast is just plain old cereal. Right now I have a Special K in there, the strawberry one. Usually I like to do the Goleen, Kasha Goleen Crunch. This one is the honey almond flax, really good. And if you're going to have cereal, it all depends on you. There's lots of arguments now that whole milk is better for you than skim milk. You can look that up and see what's going on right now with that debate. But I use skim milk in my cereal. And then, put a banana in there. So I got my cereal, skim milk, and a banana. That's my breakfast. Good to go. Those 3 things is what I do for breakfast pretty much consistently. And then, once in a while, I'll make some pancakes. You got to treat yourself every once in a while. So, have little pancakes. That's okay. It's okay. You got to find a program. You got to find a system that you're going to stick to for the rest of your life. And if you eliminate all that stuff that is bad for you and go on a diet and just eat, all I'm going to eat is this, you're going to go crazy, okay? You're going to fail, and you're going to be miserable, and you're not going to have energy, You know, you need to eat. You need food, okay? But you got to eat the right foods most of the time, okay? You're going to splurge, you're going to treat yourself, that's fine, okay? Keep it in limits and don't do it too often, okay? That's how I do it. For lunch, I work, so I take my lunch with me every day. The lunch is usually what I'm going to talk about for dinner, is my leftover from dinner the night before. Oh, one thing I want to mention with breakfast, also what I do, sweet potatoes, okay? I make a batch once a week, okay? I boil them and cook them, and then I keep them in the fridge, and then in the morning, all I do, these are big ones, so what I do is I'll cut it in half, put it in the microwave for a minute, gets nice and hot, and then I eat that with my eggs for breakfast. It's carbs, and you know, it's just good nutrients, good for you. Gets my day started right. So sweet potatoes. Right now I got this cool smoked Gouda cheese. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Every time I go to the store and shop, my store has a cheese bar. All types of different cheeses everywhere. I try something different, something new. Yeah, I know it's dairy, you know, and I know it's got some calories in there, but it's healthy. You know, it's good for you. I don't have a problem with cheese. I love cheese. Okay, oh yeah, one more thing with lunch, talking about lunch, I mean, you can't go wrong, peanut butter. Peanut butter and jelly, you know. And I'm going to open my freezer because I want to show you guys something. I do have, you know, bread. This is 10 grain Arnold bread. It's got flax in it. It's good for you. But this is what I use for my peanut butter. I use my Ezekiel bread. And we talked about this on the bread. Ezekiel bread, healthy, no flour. It's all made with grains. Now, if you're going to eat this without toasting it, I wouldn't recommend it. It's a very hearty bread. There's no flour. It's all grain. But toasting it, toast it, put peanut butter on it, put a little bit of jelly. Have a little bit of jelly. I know jelly's full of sugar. A little bit of jelly, and you know, there's your healthy lunch, okay? We're going to come back to the freezer in a second. Okay? So for dinner, what I like to do is mostly chicken. Chicken most of the time, whether I'm having a salad or rice, do it with chicken. And I cook chicken all different ways, either grilling it or sauteing it, and I use different kinds of spices, maybe curry one night, you know, some little chili powder, you know, make it a little spicy with some red pepper. Definitely garlic and onion, you know, basil, rosemary, thyme. There's so much. You think chicken, you can't do much with it. You can do a ton with chicken, okay? Especially if you're sauteing it, some onions, some peppers. It's great. So chicken, once a week we do seafood. I'll go to get either a piece of salmon, maybe get some shrimp. You don't want to do seafood too much, and you know the reason for that. Tuna fish sometimes for dinner. Tuna fish on Ezekiel toast, that's really good too. But that would be the main course, and then either I have salads, and I have all the good stuff for salads. I make my own salads. That's what I got down here in the crisper. I get my lettuce, romaine hearts, chop that up, put that in a bowl, beef steak, tomato, cucumber, red onion, throw some walnuts in there, throw some of that smoked Gouda cheese in there, throw some of the grapes in there, put some strawberries cut up in there, put the chicken on top of it, put some avocado in there. You know, you load it up, all healthy stuff. Man, it's good for you, it's fueling you, and you're not getting all these empty calories and all this sugar and all these carbs for dinner. You're keeping dinner really good. Alright guys, over here is my Shakeology station. I know I posted a pic of this on Threads, and here it is now. I'll show you what I do with my Shakeology. I have it right here. This is the chocolate Shakeology. Okay, I got it in my container right here, easy to get to. I have my whey protein powder, which is my strawberry protein powder right here. I have coconut oil right here. When I have my pineapple coconut Shakeology, put a half a tablespoon of this coconut oil in there, some pineapple, and it's really good. It's like a pina colada. Okay, I mix it with my almond milk. Okay, this one is almond coconut. This is Blue Diamond almond milk. So I'll put 6 to 8 ounces of that in here. I'll put a half a banana in there. I'll put a half a scoop of chocolate Shakeology, a half a scoop of whey protein. Only if I'm doing a strength exercise that day, weights, or maybe even cardio, power, and resistance. I'll use a half a scoop. If not, then I just put like 3/4 of a scoop of chocolate Shakeology. I only use the protein powder if I need that protein or if I'm missing protein that day. And then I put my strawberries in there. So banana, strawberries, the almond milk, the half a scoop of each. You don't even need ice because these strawberries are frozen. Keep them in the freezer, and it acts like ice, and it makes it cold, and it makes it creamy, and it makes it really, really delicious. I just don't say it to say it or preach it to preach it. This stuff works. It's awesome. It gives you all your nutrients. It's got so much stuff in it. I know I put the list on the boards so you can see for yourself. But it fills you up. It gives you energy. I love to have it after I work out. Replace all that stuff that your body just used up in your workout. Replace all those nutrients, all that energy. It's great. I believe in the product. I've been using the product, and it has worked for me. So yeah, so I guess I also have samples. I know I posted that I have samples. Beachbody sent me some samples. They didn't send it to me. I ordered them. So if you want some samples, just send me an email with your address. I do charge $5 for one pack, for each pack. And that just covers what I paid for it, and it covers my shipping costs, okay? I don't make any profit off of it. I want you guys to try it. I want you to see if you're going to like it. I know you're going to like it. One thing about Shakeology, don't do what I did when I first tried it. I put a scoop in a glass of water, and I stirred it with a spoon, and I spit it out. It was terrible. And I said, what is this junk? You can't have it that way. You got to use a blender. You got to blend it up. You got to add your bananas, your strawberries, your pineapple, whatever you want to put in there, your almond milk, and it comes out awesome. I guess that's about it. I hope you learned a little bit about what I do, what I did to drop the 75 pounds since last year, what I'm doing to maintain that, and maybe you learned something, and maybe you can share some of the stuff that you guys are doing. You guys are doing a wonderful job. You guys are coming together as a real tight-knit group, and that's awesome, and that's how it works. Holding each other accountable, sharing your struggles, sharing your successes. That is what the group is all about, and that is why I love doing this, and that is why I do it. Without that group, a lot of people just wouldn't make it, and for some reason, it worked for me. For some reason, sticking with that group and getting to know the people that are in the exact same boat that you are, either they are or they were, and they're there to help, and hopefully you're gaining some knowledge, not just from me, but from all your peers that are on the group. You guys are doing a wonderful job, and we got like 6 more weeks here to go, and I know you're all going to rock it. If you stay with us, stay in the group, keep posting your accountability, keep talking to each other, you're going to do it. You're going to get through it. You're going to have amazing results. All right.